Hey, what's up? My name is Tamara, for those of you who haven't met me already, and I run the beauty and travel blog LOVEROFSHADES.com, and it never fails. Every tutorial, sometime I get tongue-tied. It just is what it is. But anywho, today I am featuring this look right here. This is what I call a soft glam. And because I always do, like, you know, sometimes some very colorful looks, but I wanted to show you guys that you could still slay your face with a very soft makeup look. And I'm actually featuring a new palette to this channel. And this is the ItsMyRayeRaye BH Cosmetics. Now, I have the first one and I've done plenty of tutorials on that. But this is actually her second collaboration with BH Cosmetics. And I really like the palette, but you'll see me, you know, play with it throughout the tutorial. So these are what the shades look like. I'll put in the description box below if they're selling it, because I know her first one doesn't sell anymore. I'm not sure about this one, but I'll double check. But if you guys want a look like this or something similar and you guys are in for a treat, trust me, then stay tuned and I got you. Okay, everybody, so let's get started. So first, as always, we're going to take our LA Girl Pro. This is our color corrector in the shade orange, and I'm going to apply this all throughout the base, and this is just to cover up any hyperpigmentation. Next, we're going to move on to foundation. So I'm using the shade Cappuccino by Maybelline Fit Me, and as always, I'm applying this all over the base as well. If you've been watching my videos, you know the drill. This is the same thing. Next, we're going to go with the I Am Magic Concealer. This is by Juvia's Place. This is in the shade J12. And I'm applying this underneath my eyes, as always, as well as on the top of my lids. This is to help even out my base to prepare for the concealer for under eye, and as well as eyeshadow preparation. Now moving on to contour, I'm taking the shade Rich Honey. This is by Tarte Cosmetics. It's a foundation stick, and I'm applying this on my nose, my cheekbones, underneath my jawline, as well as around the temple of my head. And I'm just blending this out using a sculpting brush, and the sculpting brush is by Sephora. Next, I'm going over everything and especially making sure that my nose contour is blended out, along with blending out my concealer on top of the lid as well as underneath the eye using a beauty blender. I actually got this from TJ Maxx, you guys. Now moving on to the ItsMyRayeRaye second collab, I'm taking the shade Brick and taking a fluffy eyeshadow brush. I'm just applying this on top of the lid. Next, I'm taking the shade Flare. This is like it's a little deeper than the Brick, and taking a detail brush, I'm focusing this strictly onto the outer V, as you guys can see here. And we're going to use this as a nice transition shade going from light to dark. We're going for, again, a soft glam look, so you're also going to see me apply a little bit of this onto the crease, but mostly focusing on the outer V. And don't worry about blending it out. Right now, we just want to really focus on placement because we want the pigment to show up and we want it to be in the correct area. Next, we're using two shades. So the shades I'm using is Bark and Cacao, and I'm using that and blending them together. And I'm also going to focus on putting this onto the outer V. We're also, again, going to use this as well for our transition color in between the lighter shade on the inner portion of our lid to deepen up that V. So we want a really nice gradual transition and a nice gradual shade. So it's very important that we do this. Now you see me kind of moving these two shades like more towards the inner part of the lid. I always get tongue-tied, never fails. This is to really help with the transition process so we could eliminate any demarcation lines. Now we're going to take this shimmer shadow. It's called Top Notch, and you see me using my middle finger, but I'm also going to use a brush in a moment, and I'm applying this strictly onto the inner portion of my lid. And as you guys can see here, I'm also using the brush just to go over this. This is just to give it a really nice pop, and again, we're focusing on soft glam, so it's going to be a soft pop. Now this is how it looks right now with the liner as well as the lashes, so you should be looking something like this. Now moving on to two more shades, going to Brick and Bark. We're going to take these two shades and I'm going to use this to kind of smudge out my lower lash line. So as you guys can see, I'm using that same detail brush that I use for the outer V, and I'm just literally smudging along my lower lash line. I'm also going to line my lower, like my waterline, with a liner pencil, but we're not going to do that right at this moment. We're just focusing strictly on smudging out the shadows. Moving on to bronzer, this is by Mented Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Yacht Life. So I'm going to take that same sculpting brush that I use for my contour by Sephora, and I'm going over everywhere that I applied my contour. This is just to really help. I have oily skin, so it's going to help not only reinforce the contour, but also eliminate any shine, especially around the temple of my forehead. So you want to do the same thing. Anywhere that we applied the contour, you want to apply this bronzer. And it's a really, really pretty shade, and it's nice for a soft look like this. Next, we're moving on to blush. I'm taking these two shades, B and Lena, and with a powder brush, I went ahead and applied this on top of my cheekbones, and then I'm going to reinforce it with the Beauty Blender sponge from TJ Maxx. Now I'm going to move on to highlight. So I didn't show you the actual product on the screen, but this is actually Whisper of Gilt by MAC Cosmetics. So I'm applying this on top of the cheekbones as well as the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, my chin, as well as my cupid's bow. If you need any tutorials or to brush up your skills on contour, highlighting, etc., I will tag my Shades Academy playlist onto the video, so don't worry. Now I'm moving on to lipstick. So this is May She Raine. This is by Colored Raine. This is a black owned business. I really, really love her products. So as you guys can see, this is like a very soft pink color. So I'm just applying this over the lip. So I'm looking a little crazy, but you know, it's all good. So after I apply that, I'm going to take a liner, and I believe this liner, if I'm not mistaken, is also Cacao, and this is by NYX Cosmetics, however, and I'm applying this as my liner for my lip. Now, if you want to jazz up this look, you can add a gloss, but I chose not to add a gloss for this one. I just really wanted a really soft, matte, really, really pretty makeup look. So I skipped the lip gloss for this tutorial. And this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoy and catch my final thoughts in the next frame. Okay everybody, so this is the final look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching the tutorial. As always, I enjoyed creating this look, and what I really love about it is that it's a really nice soft glam, but it's still a full face, but it's soft. You know, it's not too harsh, it's not too much makeup, etc. And I think that these looks are very timeless because you could like wear this in the office, wear this going out, wear this at a bar, of course, you know, past the pandemic and all that stuff. So if you guys enjoyed it, don't worry, I will put everything that I used in today's tutorial in the description box below. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and then go ahead and comment and subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I'll be working hard for these videos. So give me my little like and give me my little subscribe, okay? And while you guys are going ahead and subscribing, go ahead and follow me on social media. You could find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at the username LoverOfShades, all one word. I am in the process of updating my blog, so you guys could check that out, which is LoverOfShades.com, where I cover all things beauty and all things travel. Is there any special announcement? I'm seriously contemplating taking a break, and that will probably be around the new year, just so I could focus on some other things going on in my life. But I will be back to YouTube, but I'm still deciding on that. So I'll let you guys know. But in the meantime, if there's any other looks that you want me to create, any other things that you want me to tackle, I also want to start talking about my weight loss journey and my keto journey. So I will be talking to you guys about that very soon. But if you guys have any other ideas or any other topics that you guys want me to cover, let me know, and of course I will cover them. But I think that's about it. So enjoy your guys' holiday, because I believe by the time I release this video, it will be like definitely well into the holiday time. So enjoy your guys' holiday. Stay safe. God bless. Thank you guys so much for continuing to support me, and I'll speak to you guys later. Love you. Bye.